And Port Adelaide.
A lot has gone wrong for Port Adelaide this season.
Port Adelaide is revered as the
Port Adelaide's banking
about footy is Port Adelaide.
It's Port Adelaide football.
What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're talking Port Adelaide. So obviously we just wrapped up the Rising Star. It's a little disappointing to see that Sam Pepper did not win the competition. I really thought that he would win, and it's kind of sad that he didn't, because I thought personally, and yeah, obviously as a Port fan you're going to say it, but I thought he deserved it more. He probably had more of an impact on games. He kicked goals, he was just influential around the contest, and he just played tough, hard footy. Deserving though was Andrew McGrath. It was a bigger gap than I thought. 10 votes to Burton, and then obviously 16 votes to Power Pepper, who ended up on 35 votes. McGrath 51, Burton 41. So for me, yeah, look, it was probably a little bit of a different tale than I thought it was going to end up being, but nonetheless, at least Sam Pepper was recognised for his work, and to come third in a competition that's so even for young talent was great to see. Obviously, as I said, disappointing, but nonetheless, you got to move on. And all I can say is we've got Sam Pepper, and that's all I got to say. And he's going to be an absolute gun in the future. And he's ended up at one of the best clubs in the league in Port Adelaide, so hopefully we can reward him down the track, and he can be a 10 to 15 year player, and really just set the scene as one of the greatest of all time, which he has the potential to do so. And obviously with the Dustin Martin stiff arm style that he's carrying at the moment in his first year, is just a league of his own. So I say thank you, Sam Pepper, for bringing back some energy to the Port Adelaide fans, as you have brought it to the team as well. So nothing more I can say than congratulations on third place. Just so you know, I will be paying a visit to our house and complaining, but I'm going to keep it reserved, because you can't be too disrespectful to the other players who've played so well for their respective clubs. So I can't complain too much. Yeah, that's all I can say really. So well done, Sam Pepper, and all the nominees in the NAB Rising Star for 2017. Good news on the other hand though, Port fans, is we got two All-Australians for 2017. Robbie Gray, who got picked on the halfback flank, next to Buddy Franklin and Dane Zorko. He was phenomenal this year, and you can't complain with it, can you? Robbie Gray's become that sort of player that you're just like, well, he's just going to get picked. It's just the type of player that he is. You got to pick him. He'll have quiet games, but he'll have a part of the game where he's so influential. And it was one game in particular would have to be the Carlton game, where his third quarter was just phenomenal, and that's probably going to get him 3 votes. It's just 1 quarter of footy. And as Warren Treadway said, he works on a phone box, and that phone box is small but effective. And 47 goals I think it was, averaging 2 goals a game, and having 18 disposals as well, playing partly in the midfield, is just, for Robbie Gray, sensational. And well deserved on his All-Australian selection, no doubt about it. The other one was obviously All-Australian ruckman Paddy Ryder, who got his first nomination and his first pick in the team for his career. Obviously Robbie Gray is now a 3-time All-Australian. Paddy Ryder is now a first-time All-Australian, which is great to see. 37 hit-outs he averaged a game, half a goal a game. He was just influential around the ruck, and yeah, you could argue points for Cruiser and Jacobs, Grundy, and etc., but they were not on the elite level that Paddy Ryder was consistently throughout the year, putting balls. I'm going to stop myself right there, because I knew what I was going to say, and I knew it straight away. So he was putting taps down players' throats. If you can figure that one out, oh, good on you. But I figured myself out before I said it, so I saved myself the embarrassment. But yeah, Paddy Ryder, sensational in the ruck. Obviously, most notably was the St Kilda tap to Robbie Gray, which won the game. He's a match winner at Paddy, and all I can say is I'm proud of him, proud of the work he's done, and he definitely deserves his spot in the team. In a highly contested position, Paddy Ryder certainly deserves his spot, and yeah, we've got an All-Australian ruckman for the first time I think since Brendan Lade, which is phenomenal really, because that's what, 10 years or something 10 years since Brendan Lade got picked, which is phenomenal. So for Paddy, it's just a big thing for him, and it's well deserved, especially after the year. Obviously, missing all of last year and coming back rusty and ready to go. So thoroughly deserved for Paddy, and congratulations to Robbie and Paddy on their All-Australian selections for 2017. Another thing, obviously, is the Port Magpies versus Sturt game. That is tomorrow, Adelaide Oval. Our first final series since... We played finals last year, didn't we? Yeah, I think so. So the Maggies are in. Get down to support the boys. They'll need you loud and proud. We haven't won a first final in a while, so definitely get down and support them. We're going to be pushing forward final series. There's no footy this weekend because Power and the reserves are having a break because they get a bye. So Maggie's the only one happening this weekend. Finals footy is back for Port Adelaide, which is fantastic. So yeah, get down, support the boys, and hopefully we win, because otherwise we don't want a bad weekend when clearly no one else is playing. So need to get the job done. One final thing I wanted to talk about was the finals tickets. Obviously, I've seen a lot of posts going around saying that it's disappointing to see that we haven't sold it out as quickly as the Crows and the other games. To be fair, games like Sydney, there's only 40,000 people that can go to that game, so they're obviously going to sell that out, especially with Essendon playing there. Geelong Richmond's obviously going to be sold out because it's two big clubs at the MCG, and obviously Adelaide is playing GWS, and GWS have a small contingent of fans, and obviously Adelaide are going to get the bulk of the tickets anyway, and they have big membership base as well, so obviously they're going to sell that out. Port Adelaide has a unique situation, and I'm not saying that because it's bias, I'm saying because it's fact. West Coast have 60,000 members, something like that. They have a big allotment that they get given, and obviously on the first day during those 4 hour period they did not snap it up, and now the reconfiguration of the bays the fans get is happening, and now obviously we've only got 7,000 tickets left to sell, which in my books is not a lot at all. They can be snapped up. They're obviously done in categories 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Category 3 I think it is, which is up at the top of the eastern, southern and western stands. Obviously you can get general admission 2, which is on the hill, and obviously category 1, which is the western stand in the bays on the ground level, and obviously in the stands as well. So it depends obviously what you want and how much you can afford, but tickets are available, so get there quickly, because eventually they'll be snapped up. If you're waiting for certain circumstances to come alive and you need money to do so, and etc, that's fine. I'm pretty confident it will sell out and we'll get a good strong crowd for next week, Saturday night, against the Eagles. They'll have a small contingent of fans travel over, and we'll have everything happening. Matthew Richardson has confirmed Game Day Village, March, Never Tear Us Apart, team entry with Not Giving In, and a whole host of other things going on for just a normal home game. Basically, it's what it's going to end up being. So get your tickets now, Port fans. It's going to be massive, and just good to be back in finals after 2 years, isn't it? Just so good to be back. So it's great to see, and yeah, that's it. That's talking footy for this week. There's nothing much more to talk about. It's quite a lean week. I'll do another one next week for a selection, and obviously a little preview of the game as well, so keep an eye out for that. Well, Port fans, that is Talking Port Adelaide for another week. Yeah, there's not a lot else to say. Snap up your tickets now, get to the game early, and celebrate what has been a fantastic season in an elimination final against the West Coast Eagles. Saturday the 9th of September, 7:20 PM is the game. Get there, be loud, be proud. So, on that note, my name is Anthony. Follow me on social media for more Port Adelaide stuff. It's in the link in the description below. Snapchat will be there too. Follow me for next week's game day, because I'll be doing a lot of Snapchatting, sending out pics. Twitter is another big one. Follow my fan page as well. Port Pair. Interesting name, isn't it? Instagram, and Twitter. Obviously, the Portraits podcast as well, 8 p.m. every Wednesday. Next week's going to be big. We will preview the final for the big game as well, and hopefully get the job done. Obviously, my name's Anthony, and go the power!